Hey, this is Richard, this is Games Freezer. My friends, we are back. We're back with a 10-minute taster. We're over on the PC and we're playing a game called an I.O.U, which is a visual novel. I don't normally play these, but the art style, the music, and just the kind of feel of this game kind of drew me to it. So I'm going to take a little look at this and see what it's all about. So never played it before, so we're going to click on start now. Let's see what happens next. We always deceive ourselves twice about the people we love, first to their advantage and then to their disadvantage. This intro's got Twin Peaks vibes about it. Mallory and I mostly existed between the hours that my girlfriend went to sleep and the sunrise. My name is Trevor. That isn't my real name, but that's what I go by now. I moved here to go to a prestigious art school. I told all my friends back home I was going to make it and become a famous painter. Everyone was so excited for me. I was excited for me. The school said my artwork was really great, but that I didn't qualify for financial assistance and to come back when I had money. Now I'm just a regular guy taking classes at a community college. Trevor, skipping school? Today's my birthday. I don't go to school on my birthday. Nice. Happy birthday. Can I have some of your French fries? Heh, sure. Come join us. Hi. What can I get you? Shirley Temple, water, Irish car bomb, root beer, virgin pina colada, tequila. I love root beer, so let's go with root beer. You got any good sarsaparilla? Sioux City? Yeah, that's a good one. Haha. Is that it? Yeah, that's all. Trevor, right? I'm Mallory. I know. We have a figure drawing class together. What are you, 12, Trevor? No, haha. I don't drink. Do you smoke? What, like cigarettes? Duh. Well, yeah. Great, can I bum one? Give Mallory one of your cigarettes, or make up an excuse. Give Mallory a cigarette. Oh, haha, sure. I just ran out. No problem. Oh wow, NKBs, I haven't seen these in forever. Yeah, I like to smoke the ones that no one else does. So edgy, haha. Well, thanks. Is this your sketchbook? Can I look at it? Go for it. Oh wow, this one is great. I really like this one. It's yours, take it. Shouldn't I be giving you a present, birthday girl? Buy me a beer sometime, we're good. Serious? Yeah, seems like a fair trade. Or do you have a sketchbook I can peek at? Ha, oh no, I don't have one on me. I paint more than I draw. Besides, things like sketchbooks and journals are kinda personal. I'd be too shy to let someone else see the kind of stuff that goes on in my head. Haha, well maybe when you're more comfortable, you'll remember I showed you mine. Blushes. We'll see. Uncomfortable looking friend. We're gonna go. See ya. So, yeah, spit it out. You wanna paint together sometime? I have my own studio. Ooh, fancy pants. Only serious artists have studios. You're not a serious artist? I'm teasing. I'm very serious about art. I'm just poor. That's fair. Well, it's nothing special. It's in the industrial district, so it's pretty cheap. Give me your hand. Huh? What for? 555 0107 Mallory. Where is this going, eh? Where is this going? My art studio was on the top floor of an old warehouse. I swear it was haunted. An abandoned piano gathered dust and cobwebs on one of the floors below me. I can only assume it was either built there or brought up at some point when the service elevator still worked. Sometimes in the middle of the night I would hear what sounded like Debussy, but it could have been my imagination. Although dozens of people used the warehouse, I was often the only person in there. I hadn't made any friends, but had introduced myself to a few people I had encountered. I'd given them stickers with my art and flyers for upcoming group shows where my paintings would be. I was determined to make a name for myself, and despite being fairly introverted, I forced myself to be the sociable type and attempt to network. At night, when I was alone, I would sometimes peek into everyone's spaces and see what they were working on, scouting the competition. But everyone's work was so different from each other's, I didn't feel like I had anything to prove. A woman about 10 years older than me worked in textiles. She sewed on canvas and used a needle and thread to create what looked to me like giant penises. A man of about 60 with spiky grey hair and the energy of a teenager made tiny magazines. He'd recently pierced his ear using a safety pin, which he explained after I'd asked him about the trail of wet blood I noticed coming from the shared bathroom leading to his workspace. Ouch. He didn't make an effort to clean it up, and as I walked away he curled one side of his lip, raised a fist in the air like Billy Idol and shouted, "Punk rock!" There was also an older woman that had the biggest space of everyone. I'd only seen her working once or twice, and she looked very professional. Blonde hair pinned up, cherry-coloured lipstick, wearing dark business attire underneath a paint-covered apron. She had long fingers and smelt like an expensive perfume and turpentine. She painted enormous abstract oil paintings that reminded me of Mondrian. I thought she would be impressed when I said so, but her eye roll and long sigh said otherwise. She seemed offended when I said his name, as if she'd heard this a million times. I was still finding my style and hadn't yet had people constantly compare me or my work to other artists. The studio was empty the night Mallory came over. My birthday sucked. I spent most of the night fighting with my boyfriend. Shitty. What were you arguing about? Money, as usual. We moved here a few months ago and I owe him for stuff. I haven't been able to find a job and I'm basically living on financial aid right now. Haha, me too. Actually, I've sold plasma a few times just to buy groceries. Ugh, that's creepy. Hella creepy, but I needed the money. They pay a lot? I mean, not a lot, but enough. Still sucks though. They ask you a million questions like, when was the last time you were tattooed? Have you left the country in the last 6 months? Have you had sexual intercourse with a man? They probably don't ask women that last question. Maybe they were just fucking with me. I don't know. You're in this room filled with a bunch of people that look like they're 80, but they're probably only 30 years old. I swear at least half of them are drug addicts. And you're sitting in this uncomfortable chair for almost an hour with a needle in your arm holding a little squishy ball. And a woman keeps walking around with a clipboard to each person and she says, "Keep squeezing." Sometimes, if I'm lucky, I sell a painting. What's your boyfriend do? Besides sit on his arse playing video games? Nothing. His mum died and he's been living on his inheritance. He bought a new car, a synthesizer and made a bunch of investments, but they didn't pan out. Now that he's realising the money won't last forever, he's trying to hit me up for anything he can get. When we first got together, I paid for everything. He doesn't seem to remember that. It's so stupid. Now he's saying I am for rent, the moving truck, even for the gas getting here. Oh, sorry. Sounds like you could use a drink. Well, hey, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. What are you sorry for? Just go with what you're sorry for. You invited me over here to paint and I'm just complaining. No, it's okay, I get it. Oh? You fight with your boyfriend too, huh? Ha ha ha. Ha ha, very funny, no. I argue with my girlfriend sometimes. We don't live together though. She's in Los Angeles. What's she doing there? She is in fashion school. Ah, what's she look like? Show me a picture of her. Her name's Violet. Holy shit, man, she's fucking hot. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky, right? Jesus, so how long have you two been together? Be 19 months come September. Violet and I still counted the months back then. Long distances must be hard, huh? You guys gonna get married or what? I don't know, I spent last night fighting too. She's about to graduate and is supposed to move up here, but she's having second thoughts. She doesn't think she'll find a job here and I don't want to move to Los Angeles. It's all concrete and arseholes. I know, right? People there totally suck. She'll be here in the next week or two. She said she'd give it 6 months. What about you? What about me? What? You and your man getting hitched? Oh, no. We're just basically roommates at this point. I think he hates me and we haven't had sex since we moved here. Pretty sure he cheated on me with our neighbour. Fuck, I'm sorry. It is what it is. I don't really care anymore. He thinks I just used him to move up here and now he treats me like a little kid. I love him, but I'm moving out as soon as I have enough cash. I've got more job interviews lined up, so I should be able to get out soon. We painted into the night, making art in comfortable silence, having several staring contests where we'd invariably end up laughing for no reason. She pointed out that our eyes were the same colour and how rare it was. How special it was. I thought about how difficult it is to go long periods of time without someone else's touch and how we could both relate with that feeling. The next day, Mallory told me about an abandoned school that had caught fire. She said the art department was still intact there, with a ton of art supplies that were free for the taking. We spent the whole afternoon driving around looking for the place, but she couldn't remember where it was. I was going to suggest looking it up or asking someone for directions, but I was enjoying just sitting in her passenger seat, and it didn't matter to me if we found the school or not. The journey being more important than the destination kind of thing. After getting lost a dozen times, we stopped at a diner in the middle of nowhere, down a gravel road surrounded by black cottonwood and big leaf maple. We arrived at Kay's. A neon sign displaying the name flickered intermittently, reminding me of bad cable reception. Mallory parked next to the rusted pickup. I stared at a hand-painted A-frame, insisting that inside were the best dang hamburgers on this side of Texas. My dad would have called this place a greasy spoon. I was surprised they had electricity. A few of the patrons stared at us and shook their heads when we walked in. We were used to being treated like this, both coming from small towns. This wouldn't have happened in the city, but we were at least an hour or two away, and Mallory said she was hungry enough to eat a horse. After you, my lady. Oh, why, thank you. Jesus, we've been sitting here forever. You think they saw us come in? Of course they saw us. They just don't care. I'm fucking starving too. Maybe they're just busy. No, that guy over there has had his coffee refilled twice already. You're right. I'll go. Hold on. Here she comes. Welcome in. My name is Mabel. What can I get for y'all? I'll have a bacon cheeseburger without cheese. Soup, salad or tots? Tots, please. And for you? I'll just have a salad. Extra croutons. Do you have balsamic vinaigrette? We have ranch and Thousand Island. No thanks. Just plain, I guess. Anything to drink for you, missy? I'll take a Coke. We have Pepsi. I'll have water. And for you, hun? Water is fine. Alright, I'll have that out to you real soon. No cheese on your cheeseburger, huh? What's up with that? Yeah, long story. Oh, now I gotta know. So, in high school, my friend and I used to skip school and get high in the woods. One day we stole an entire brick of Tillamook sharp cheddar from Costco and we ate it all. Ugh. Okay, I ate it all. Myself. I didn't shit for over a week. Oh god. Now I don't eat cheese or get high. Haha. How about you? How about me what? I love cheese. You know what I mean. Do you party? Huh? Do you get high? Oh no, I mean I used to. I never ate a brick of cheese like you though. I just get paranoid and end up hiding under my blankets. Haha, how come? Fucking ghosts, man, I see ghosts. Fair enough. Salad, no dressing, and cheeseburger with tots. slice and a half of melted cheddar rested on top of the charred hamburger patty. Oh no. She scraped it off with a butter knife onto the floor under the table. Oh my god, I'm starved. I don't know how you finished that entire... I don't know how you finished that entire thing. It's because bacon is good. Hamburger is good. You're missing out, mister. Oh, I'll just have a salad. Meat is murder. Whatever, man. Morris is a homo and so are you. I'd rather be a homo than a fatty. Oh my god, you're disgusting. We talked to each other like this. It was our own secret language. Her masculinity was a defence mechanism and she just acted like that in order for us to be okay. We kept things light and made fun of each other whenever we could. It was affectionate no matter how mean it sounded. This was the compromise. This was how we made it okay to spend time with each other without completely feeling like we were doing something wrong. Are you ready? Huh? Whenever you're ready. Unless you all want dessert. We have a key lime pie that's to die for. I'm sure it is, but I don't feel like dying today. Just a check, thanks. Oh my god, they charged you for the cheese. Unreal. Pay the bill, split the check, dine and dash. What are we gonna do? Oh my god. Should I dine and dash? Split the check. I know she's in trouble financially. I'm gonna pay the bill. I got this. Do you? Did you want to change? Change? Huh? Your change. Did you want change back? Oh no, keep it. Thank you. Soon it became dark outside and we left the diner. She said she was cold and I gave her my jacket. The same jacket that Violet had bought me as an anniversary present. We leaned against her car looking at the full moon. She lit a cigarette, took 2 drags and offered it to me. Violet didn't smoke. She nagged me about quitting every time she saw me. At first I hesitated sharing Mallory's cigarette with her, but I gave in. It was no big deal. Just 2 friends having a smoke. But I couldn't help think of it as somehow being intimate. Holy shit. I know where we are. The school is right over there. Oh no, this is going to get bad, isn't it? Oh no, it's going to get bad. Okay. Stick with it, Rich. We walked down a dirt road and up to a building that was crumbling under its own weight. It stood like a monolith in the moonlight, towering over us. I thought about how a small flame can grow and overtake everything that stands in its path. I wondered if the fire was accidental or intentional. I remembered how adamant the teachers in grade school were about us learning the stop, drop and roll song, how to locate and use a fire extinguisher, how to tie our bed sheets to curtains to pillowcases in order to climb out the window of our burning house. I generally believe that in addition to being hit by a car for not looking both ways and telling strangers on a regular basis that I didn't want the drugs they were offering me, that one day I would absolutely need to know these things, and that having your house burned down was just a matter of time. Equipped with solutions for life, but terrified of living. This is it. Huh? I'm not fucking going in there. Why not, Trev? I'll protect you. Why don't you go in then? I thought about police. I thought about homeless people that might be sleeping inside. I thought about a secret passage that led to a torture chamber filled with dead kids and that had come wanting to steal art supplies. I thought about one of us taking a wrong step and having the roof cave in on the two of us. How about this? Neither of us has to go in, and we might make fun of each other. Yeah, right, you'll never let me live this down. No, really, it's okay, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt either. We paused, realising what we'd just said to each other. Fine. Mallory pushed me. Hey, what the hell? Whoops. The whole walk back to the car. I wanted to push her back, but I never did. Fine. Violet and I had another argument. Clean studio, make art, call Violet, call Mallory. Let's call Mallory. I decided to call Mallory. Mel? Yeah? Hey, what's up? Hey, will you come and pick me up? I'm at the studio. Are you okay? Yeah, I could just use some company right now. I would, but I don't have any gas. That's fine, look, I'll put gas in your tank. I just need to clear my head. Sure. I'll be right there. We pulled into the gas station and I handed her my credit card to give to the attendant. Evening. Hello?
Are you going to eat at home or do you want us to get something for you?
I won't eat at home. Although if you could pick up a sandwich or something, that would be quite handy. Okay. Thanks, chicken. Love you too. More than a crock of poo. Right, let's go from here. Evening. Fill? Yes, please. Unleaded? Yeah. Gee, thanks, Trev. I wasn't expecting you to fill my tank. No prob. You drive us a lot, it's cool. She gave my card back to me and took a small piece of paper out of the glove compartment. There was a drawing of a girl that looked like her. At the bottom of it, she'd written something. It said, "This is an I.O.U. of your choice." Ooh. You just keep these in here, or what? You just keep these in here, or what? No, silly, I was drawing when you called and you said you'd put gas in my car. Hey man, what do you suppose I should use this for? Wish my old lady did things like that for me still. Y'all look cute. Don't be an arsehole, Trevor. I mean that I'd buy you dinner or something, not give you a roadhead. Not give you roadhead. Jeez. Whoa, that's not what I was thinking at all, Mel. Here you go, putting ideas into my head and shit. What the fuck ever. I'm going inside. Continue flirting with her, I'll wait here. Continue flirting, come on. Changing your tampon? Oh, that's... no. I could relate with her on that. My dad and I used to go on the road trips when I was little, and I would take sips from out of his cup. I developed a taste for it early on in life. She came back to the car with a cup of coffee and 2 disposable cameras. Mallory and I drove for hours until finding a Mexican joint that was still open. We took a booth in the back and I looked at the menu. She doodled on a napkin and chewed her nails. Alejandro, what can I get for you, señorita? I'm not really hungry. I can drive your car if you want a drink or two. It's on me. I owe you one anyway, remember? Yeah. Alright. Beer? Surprise me. Y'all have a full bar here? Si, we make you anything you want, senor. She'll have an AMF. Ah, excellent choice, my friend. I was trying to get her drunk. I wanted her to admit she had feelings for me. She knew exactly what I was doing. I could never wear nail polish. I just wind up eating it. I like girls that wear nail polish. Violet always has her nails done when I see her. As we sat there taking turns reaching for chips and salsa, she told me a story. It was her favourite memory of her mother. When I was 14, my mum took me overseas. She's an artist too, you know. Guess it runs in the family. We went to Musée d'Orsay, or however you say it. We went to Musée d'Orsay, or his house, sorry. You know, the famous art museum. The train took like 8 hours to get to the exhibit from where we were staying, and I was exhausted. There was 1 million people there and we had to wait in line for over an hour to even get into the building. There was a tour guide taking all of us through the paintings one by one. But there were so many people you couldn't understand anything she was saying. It was all in broken English, but I could pick out some words here and there. We were packed together so tight. And it smelled awful. It smelled like old people and sweat. And Halloween masks that have been sitting in a hot cardboard box all year. I'd wanted to go there since I was a little girl. There was one painting that I was obsessed with and I knew it was there. Starry Night. Not the one everyone thinks of, but the other one, you know. Anyways, it was tired and before I knew it, the tour was over. I didn't get to see the one painting I came to see and I stood there dumbfounded and about to cry. I thought I would never get a chance to see it again. I looked up at my mum and my mum looked at me. She smiled and said, "Go." I rushed through security and all the smelly people and pushed my way into the room where it was hanging. I stood there in front of it for the very first time and just started crying. It was so beautiful. And then I heard something behind me. I turned around expecting a security guard to be there ready to drag me away, but it was my mum. She had tears in her eyes too, and we both just knew. Knew what? I don't know, I can't put it into words. That's the power of great art. It does something unspeakable. Anyway, that's my favourite memory of her. Wow. Yeah, well, whatever, she's a bitch now. Still though, she took you to Europe. Europe, yeah. My parents never did anything like that for me. She's also jealous of me and overprotective. All she paints now is fucking roosters. Roosters? She used to care, she used to feel, now she just paints what sells. I didn't know there was such a big market for rooster paintings. Right? Well, now I know what to get you for Christmas. She finished her drinks and we drove around until the sun came up. Later that week, Mallory invited me to go to a club with her. There's a club if you'd like to go. I love electronic music, but I hate dancing. I'm terribly self-conscious and I feel like everyone is judging me. I never really know what to do with my hands or my feet. Still, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to spend time with her. She told me that the door would be unlocked and just to let myself in. I sat on her sofa watching her boyfriend. He didn't say anything or even look up from his video game when she walked out of her bedroom. She wore a red hoodie, a black skirt and ankle-high combat boots. Nothing out of the ordinary, just a quick get-up like she usually wore, but I thought she looked beautiful. I wondered if I acted the same way when Violet was finished getting dressed. I wondered how long it had been since I looked at Violet the same way that I was looking at this girl, taking into account every tiny detail about her. I noticed that she'd painted her nails bright red, which matched her hoodie. I imagined that she'd done it as a test to see if I'd notice, but maybe she'd done it just to remind herself that she was a woman. I didn't want it to be on account of me, but at the same time, I did. We left without a word, but as we walked out of the front door I heard him yell, without looking away from the screen, "Bye babe, have fun!" She slammed the door shut and we got in her car. Oh wow, this is pretty cool. My phone rang. It was Violet. Ignore her call. Yeah, ignore her call. Huh? What's wrong? Nothing. I should have just picked up. Now it looked like I was hiding something. Hey, I'll be right back. Okay. My mind raced, my pulse quickened. On the way out of the club I turned a corner too quickly and bumped directly into a security guard. He was at least twice my size, sporting a blonde military haircut. I offered an apology and he replied with, "No re-entry, asshole." I made my way outside, stepping through a haze of cigarette smoke and braced myself to make the phone call. A queasy feeling entered my stomach and jutted up to my throat. I tried to swallow it away, but it lingered. Across the street was a parking lot. Two glossy imports with tinted windows and spoilers were parked under a street lamp. One canary yellow, the other cerulean blue. A group of older kids leaned against the cars, sharing a paper bag with each other, taking turns laughing over dramatically. I reached into my back pocket, pulled out my phone. As I pressed her number to dial, I realised my hand was shaking. I spent the majority of the show outside, on the phone, arguing with Violet about why I was out with some girl instead of talking to her during our usual phone time. Mallory came out dripping with sweat and looked confused as to why I'd disappeared. I finally managed to get off the phone and we drove to the beach because I said I wanted to see the ocean. It's really beautiful here. Not all churches have pews. Amen. Here, let me see that. Trevor, is too dark. None of these will turn out. Sure they will. I'll just use flash. Okay, now stand over there. Now turn to your left. No, you're right. Whoa, Mr. Big Shot photographer over here. I mean, I know a little. Ready? Just take the fucking picture, will ya? Say cheese. I hate cheese. Oh yeah. Okay, say blowjobs. Trevor. That works. You're so stupid. My turn. Give it here. How do you want me? I don't know. Just fucking stand over there or something. Want to take one together? Okay. Here, you do it. You have longer arms. You're right. It's pretty dark. Maybe we should take a few. Yeah. Maybe that'll be the last. There'll be at least one good one. Every day felt like an adventure. I was sleeping less. I felt hungry and alive. We made plans to hang out the next night. It was 2 in the morning and we parked outside of a grocery store. I watched her put on lipstick before we went inside together. She was becoming less of a tomboy in her appearance every time we hung out. She said she was getting sick. She said she was getting sick and didn't feel good. I said I wasn't feeling well either, but I'd take care of us. We walked the aisles aimlessly. I was just happy to be with her. I kept my eyes peeled for the health food section. She, of course, grabbed a bag of potato chips off the shelf, ripped the bag open and started shoving them into her mouth, smearing her orange lipstick. Mmm, delicious. That's why you're getting sick. You eat shitty food. These are special. They taste like an accident. What do you mean? It's like someone in the factory knocked over the seasoning for everything. Salt and vinegar, barbecue. That sounds terrible. Nacho cheese, jalapeno. And they were like, fuck it. People will buy anything. And you know what? People will buy anything. Right, do you know what? I'm going to call a halt to the 10-minute taster there. It's been 40 odd minutes now, and this game has got me. I'm obviously going to see it through to the end, but hopefully you've enjoyed the 10-minute taster that's turned into 40 minutes. If you have, please press like, subscribe to the channel. It helps us get games into the Games Freezer to take a look at for you. We're over on Twitter and Instagram, and that's @GamesFreezer. We're over on TikTok, The Games Freezer. And we're over at www.gamesfreezer.co.uk. You'll be leaving me talking to Mallory about the finer things in life, such as accident potato chips. Goodbye, my friends.